You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
Hogan passes away, we're not going to disrespect the Hulkster. That's what we're not going to do. Is we're not going to be disrespecting Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. I don't care if he had some controversy outside of the ring. I don't care if he endorsed Donald Trump. We're talking about one of the most original characters in American popular culture history, whether you know wrestling or you're a fan of wrestling or not. We are talking about a guy who created something out of his imagination that captured the world's attention. Men, women, and children all know who Hulk Hogan is, who the great Hulk Hogan was. And like I said, I don't care about him endorsing Trump. I don't care about the stuff that was controversial. We're not going to be disrespecting the man with the 18-inch pythons, brother. We're not going to be disrespecting the Hulkster for the joy that he gave. Forget you as an adult, sicko. Forget you. Think about the kids. Think about you as a kid. Talk about a real-life superhero. When the Hulkster was out there oiled up with his goatee and his hair and those 18-inch pythons, brother. Pure joy, elation, total original. This is an original character that he created. Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. We're not going to disrespect the Hulkster, brother.
What up, my people? You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. Now, we all know Hulk Hogan, RP to him. You know how I feel about disrespect of people that are no longer here. I don't believe in it. I don't do it. I'm not for speaking ill and disrespecting people that are no longer here. Like I said, if it's that deep, you can do that while they living, while they have a chance to respond. But once somebody passed away, I don't believe we should be disrespecting them. Now, we got to address Micheal Rapaport. Micheal Rapaport, you've been saying weird shit for a minute. Now, for one, he's saying, oh, the disrespect of we can't disrespect him because he made one of the greatest characters in American history. Look, just because you made up a character, which anybody could do, yes. What now? Was he one of the greatest wrestling personalities to ever do it? Yes, he was. I'm 39. I was born in '86. Hulk Hogan was the reason. Was the reason I got into wrestling. He was the first wrestler that I knew and liked, and he was like a superhero. He did have a great character, great personality. He was a good wrestler. All that, right? That was all true. But once I started getting into wrestling, started watching it, Ultimate Warrior was my guy. That's why. And the funny thing is, Ultimate Warrior even had allegations of being racist too. That's the crazy part. There's all these people that we grew up loving. Later down the line, we find out who they really are, and it don't even match up with their personality that got them their fortune and fame. So I watched Hulk Hogan in wrestling. Loved Hulk Hogan. Loved Ultimate, right? He got me into wrestling single-handedly. He was like a superhero, right? The fact is, it was a sad, sad day when the day that I learned and it got exposed that Hulk Hogan was calling us the N-word with the hard ER, and the hate at which he had for black people. And look, that's not disrespectful, and just stating the facts, that's not disrespectful. The truth can never be disrespect at all. This is the things he said, this is the things he believed. He told his daughter, he like pretty much disowned his daughter because she dated black dudes. Parents that tell they kids that they can't date this race, can't date that race, weird as hell. And for kids that are listening to that, to listen to their parents, I get why they do, because look, everybody wants to respect and honor and make their parents proud, but I'm not one of them. I never was the one that if my parent told me you can't date this and that I was gonna listen to. I was just never that type. I'm gonna forge my own path. I'm gonna do my own thing. And I am the child of an interracial relationship. My mother had a child, which is me, by a black man, in a time where it was it was really taboo to do these things in the 80s, right? It was looked down upon even more, and it still is today. Obviously, by Hulk Hogan, he looked down, and like in a lot of people, it's still looked down upon. Some fans still to this day, kids are being raised. Their parents are telling them, "You can't bring home a black dude. You can't bring home a black girl." Right? These things are still going on, and Hulk Hogan was one of those people. So it was a sad day for me when I learned that Hulk Hogan, as much as I love the character and the person that he was, he did not like my people. He did not like me, just for the simple fact that I was born a certain race. I was born black. Like, it's just the stupidest way of thinking. Like, to me, it's just the dumbest way of thinking, to judge somebody off of their race, something that nobody has no control over. Last time I checked, nobody got to pick their race before they was born. God didn't come to you and be like, "Hey, you want to be white? You want to be black? You want to be Chinese? What you want to be when you're born?" Nobody got to choose. Nobody got to pick. So to hate and to have so much animosity towards a group of people who most likely you don't really even know is beyond stupid and beyond ridiculous to me. So it's not disrespectful to say that Hulk Hogan was racist. These are the things that he thought, that he put out there to the world, that he said, that he believed. So it can't be disrespectful. But am I going to come on here and trash on him and call him names and all that? No. Other than a racist, that's the only thing I could say. You know what I mean? But I'm not about to come on here and just disrespect. Now, if other people want to do that, that's on them. Me, I don't get down. I don't disrespect people that are no longer on this earth, that have passed away. I just don't believe it. And to his family, God bless his family and everybody that's dealing with his loss, because at the end of the day, he still was a father. He was I don't know if he was married or not, but he could have been a husband. He was a brother. You know what I mean? He was a human being still. At the end of the day, no matter what he believed, he was still a human being. And I got love for all human beings, even though they might not have that same feeling back to me, which is evident by their words, right? But Micheal Rapaport telling people that making it like this is so wrong what we doing. Look, the truth, like I said, can never be considered disrespect. Just because I'm not going to do it don't mean that some people ain't right by disrespecting or just calling out Hulk Hogan for what he was. Ain't nothing wrong with that. To me, I don't care about the character. Once you make it known that you don't like black people, that you're a racist, I don't care what you did. I don't care if you invented a cure for cancer, or I don't care how good of an actor you was, or how good of a wrestler or personality you was. Once that comes out, and this is how I treated it. Once I found that out, I totally disregarded Hulk Hogan. Didn't check for him. Didn't watch him. None of that. And I watched wrestling up until probably like I was like a senior in high school, all the way from like 5 years old to I was a senior in high school, and I just didn't pay attention to Hulk Hogan at all. And it was a little bit easier because he went to WCW for a little while back when I was watching. So in WCW, I really wasn't checking for. I was straight WWE, WWF. I grew up when it was WWF still, so I just didn't check for him at all. And that's how I'm treating this. I didn't make a post about him passing. Didn't make nothing, because if I ain't got nothing good to say about somebody who passed, I'm not about to disrespect them. So I just don't say nothing. But Micheal Rapaport, this came down my timeline, and I was like, hold on, let me speak on this, because he going a little too hard for something that, for a man that, okay, yeah, he did great things in entertainment, but that don't override the fact that you was a racist. It just don't. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know, was y'all a Hulk fan growing up? Was y'all a Hulk fan, and what do you think of him and what he did later, and what we found out, what he got exposed by being a racist later in life? Tell me what y'all think, and what y'all think of Micheal Rapaport going so hard on people that's calling him out. Like, share, subscribe. We got memberships now, $1.99 a month. Shout out to the 2 members, Angela Reddick, Jean Paul. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7